These are a few of my favorite things. Run, write, riff. Merging fitness, personal creativity, and your ultimate passion. Key parts for a happy and a healthy life. Hit the subscribe button and then the bell notification to be a part of this community. Leave a comment on your fitness, your personal creativity, and on your passions. We want to hear from you. This is about living a full life. Body, mind, spirit. Run, write, riff. My great story. My writing opus. 2323 AD is completed through phase 1, with phases 2 and 3 to follow. As a classic trilogy, this means the first book has been written, which translates roughly with 2 seasons of an episodic TV series. Here is the foundation for the story. A massive war dramatically altered science. Think about that for just a moment. This profound war didn't just alter the Earth. It didn't just alter the atmosphere, nor did it merely change the landscape around them. A massive war would indeed alter our world. Clearly, every facet of our lives would change dramatically, immediately, in response to such a global conflict. I'm filming this episode for YouTube amidst what can only be called a global panic. The health pandemic. Is everything different than it was just a few weeks ago? Of course. Yet we are all waiting for our return to what we knew before. Remember that word, return. Thus the difference. In 2323 AD, events do not merely alter their world, but alter the foundation, science. The very laws of nature were now dramatically different. The survivors, those attempting to carry humanity forward, were now forced to navigate a world where everything around them is hostile, including the planet itself. As I outlined in a prior video, to tell this story completely, I had to first build a new world, a world where science functioned on a different level. 250 years after the war, mankind struggles to survive within a new reality. They have a cursory awareness of what was before. Clean air, blue skies, green all around them. But that was long ago. It now exists only in legend, perhaps even myth. People have been forced into countless caverns, the result of the Earth's surface being thrust upon itself in a continuing transition of great upheaval. The atmosphere is thick and tainted with toxins. What's beyond their line of sight as they gaze out into this realm? They honestly don't know. It's too dangerous to find out. Fantasy becomes reality. Tales of history lose even more weight in the urgency of today. Every animal on the surface is stronger and more voracious. 1/3 of their own people turned against them and were cast out. These exiles now bring constant war, something in New America is worth dying for. All this after facing airborne poisons that bring on the craze, which guarantees one a horrific death, tearing themselves apart. Where do they go from here? Well, that's the purpose of the story. Our protagonist, Aaron, has an idea, though it sounds much like a false dream, a folly, because of hostility all around them. It's his mantra, something deep inside that will not let go. It's what drives him, even when it doesn't seem to make any sense. Return to all that was once good. Such a notion flies in the face of their harsh world. Aaron receives constant derision for clinging to such a thing. It's deemed as nonsense from this petulant one who happens to be heir to the throne. The other key characters are as follows. Naldo, the great leader, and Aaron's father. He rejects any idea concerning the ways of old Earth. His mandate of aggressive tactics in all things is making a difference in their survival. But is that a good thing? Then there is Aaron's fixation on what was. When the carelessness, if not outright incompetence, of those people from long ago gave way to the world as it is now. To say that Naldo blames the people of old Earth for their plight would be an understatement. Next, Hanok, the historian and source of knowledge in New America. An inventor, he is responsible for much that has sustained them. The breathing device they all use when out in the hostile realms above ground. Also the eyewear that allows them to see in the constant wind and toxic haze. Alika, royal daughter, captain of the Dona Guard, a dynamic fighting unit. Her team wields something unique in this world. It's a fluid and beautiful form in battle that defies everything around them. It is demonstrably important, and Aaron is one of the few that sees this. Yet is Alika destined to lead? Vinze, the primary antagonist, known as the adversary, leader of the exiles. A desperate need drives his desire to rule New America, which brings untold war and conflict to an already threatening existence. Yet there is a goal, a purpose to his insatiable lust. Is he truly evil or something else? Ainea, lieutenant of the Dona Guard, skilled fighter among the best. She moves with stunning grace. Intensely shy and mostly silent, her few words are often profound. What is the reason for this disparity between such abilities and her desire to remain in the background? Her greater interest, specifically Aaron, will depend on solving this paradox. Alec, young soldier, he possesses natural leadership. He proves himself through the current regime, yet his instincts also challenge it. Aaron's right hand as they rise through the military ranks, his fierceness reveals a flaw. He must choose which path he will follow. Jerez, hunter and warrior, complete skill set. He presents a stereotypical thickness masked by constant attempts at humor. His path leads him on the great journey, where the team finds answers to questions they did not know existed. Brett, headstrong fighter, struggling for acceptance despite his small stature. Forceful and loyal, he is among the best sharpshooters. Courage is the mask, something that will change dramatically on the great journey. Breas, senior military commander, he fights with loyalty at his core. Strength and honor are paramount, a classic warrior and leader. He serves with distinction. Is this the key or part of the problem? Doran, head of the Leadership Council, smart and commanding, he presents an arrogance that belies his motives. Right hand to the great leader, his authority remains in question by many around him. Pell, military general, his loyalty is forefront, following orders. Unyielding, he appears stuck in his ways. Is that his driving motivation? Mina, political minister, member of the Leadership Council. She seeks recognition, presenting a strength in words. She leads well, but also seems to be naive. Lido, young politician and aspiring leader. Smart, loyal, and supportive. His ambitions are measured. He strives to prove his worth, especially to his betrothed, Alika. Dante, loner and powerful warrior. In his travels, he has learned the ways of New Earth, his knowledge based upon experience. He has seen the treasures and the turmoil beyond. Is he here to help or hinder? Connor, soldier. His size and strength are significant, yet they are not his greatest assets. Based on appearance, he is considered a brute. Far from it. His intellect aids the team on the great journey, beyond his task to transport the weight of their supplies. Each of these 16 main characters has their own strengths, virtues, as well as challenges. The journey of discovery reveals what is lacking within, reclaiming what they've either lost or have yet to find. 2323 AD adheres to the classic structure, the monomyth, the hero's journey. Aaron seeks to be the agent of change, facing countless difficulties in his struggle for answers. Tensions mount as they prepare to defend their way of life yet again. A very real battle that is much more than any physical conflict. They trek to the ruins of a hidden city from before the 27-year war, before everything changed. Throughout this journey, they learn much about how their society came to be. With a piece of history that could provide countless answers, the broken team clings to hope as they make their way home through the unforgiving lands. 2323 AD is mankind versus nature. More so, mankind versus his own nature. From that perspective, they seek a return to all that was once good. Remember, that's Aaron's mantra, return. Those around him largely hate him for it, or so it seems. Stay with us and we'll cover much more in a video to come. Next up on this channel, on the RIFF side, we're planning an interview with the young rock star, Reece Alan. Several cool things are happening. Let's see what details he is able to share. And here's a snapshot of what's coming later on this channel. On the run side, we're going to start doing training videos. No races happening anywhere, and we'll continue to cover philosophy for training and racing. Let's get into action, starting with some strength training sessions. These are part of base work as well as early in the race schedule. Looking forward to getting outside. On the right side, we'll go deeper into 2323 AD, specifically world building. Let's cover what it means when we say that the foundation for this world, science, has been altered. It's a pretty cool concept, so we'll explain more. Should be fun. Once again, be sure to hit subscribe and then the bell notification. That will keep you up to date on all the videos that we have coming. Be sure to give us a like on this video, as it will really help us to build this channel. Come along on this journey with us. And, as always, thanks for watching. A happy and a healthy life. That's what we're about at Run, Write, Riff. These are my personal passions. Be sure to leave a comment about your passions. Let's engage and share life.